Divine Feminine, you've been guided to embrace a powerful shift, and you can feel it. The power that once felt out of reach is now stirring within you, pushing you to reclaim yourself fully. But stepping into this energy isn't just about knowing you have it. It's about trusting yourself to use it. In this message, we'll explore what you need to release, how to integrate this power, and what will align when you do. And we'll also take a look at how this transformation will affect your connection. Hello all, welcome or welcome back to Soulfire Sanctum. If there's anything in this message that resonates, be sure to like this video and let me know in the comments, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For those who are called more deeply to the twin flame path, you can find exclusive content over on my Patreon. I'm actually doing a community event right now talking about what it means to surrender. So if you're interested in that, I have an info post that's completely unlocked, meaning anyone can read it, so you can decide if it's something you need right now. I'll leave a link below. Now let's get into it. Before you can fully embody this power, Divine Feminine, there are 3 key things you need to release. The first is the need for external validation of your completion. You may have attached your sense of arrival, your success, or even your worth to something external. Union, recognition, confirmation from someone outside of yourself. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way in and of itself. But it's important to remember that your home, your foundation has always been within. The moment you stop waiting for something or someone outside of you to prove your worth, you will see you've always belonged to yourself. You are sovereign. That realization creates a strong foundation for the life you want to align with, the one you dream about and want more than anything. Secondly, there is a stagnant energy still attached to you that needs to go, like yesterday. Probably last year for some of you. Either way, it's an energy that you've carried too long. For many, this is a half-surrendered state. Either way, it's an energy that you've carried too long. You may feel like you're in limbo or waiting for clarity or just again seeking that external sign that tells you exactly what you need to do next. If you need that, let this message be it, and then let that old energy go. The clarity you need comes from making a deliberate and intentional choice. You're not meant to stay stuck at the crossroads. You need to claim your path. The way forward is simply to move. Pick a direction and see where it leads. The third key thing, and this one might feel difficult, especially if you don't know which direction you should move in, is to let go of the idea that because there are seemingly endless possibilities, that it's too difficult to choose. There's a term for that, actually. Analysis paralysis. I've heard it called choice overload as well. It's when you overanalyze your choices or feel overwhelmed by the possibilities to the point that you just don't do anything. The act of choosing becomes so stressful that it keeps you stuck. What it comes down to is this. Ask yourself, do I want to step fully into my power, or do I hold on to the comfort or discomfort, if that's where you're at, of what I've known? I mean, many of us seek the safety of what's familiar. That's just human. But Divine Feminine, you already know, because you've always known. The only thing left is to choose it. The distractions, the what-ifs, the uncertainty, it all begins to fade when you fully commit to your own knowing. The moment you integrate this power, all the ways you've been fighting yourself will dissolve. You finally stop fighting internal battles that didn't need to go on this long. The need to prove yourself, the need for closure, the need to make others understand you. Those things could never define your power. Integration of your power will give you that much needed forward momentum. You may find that you won't feel the need to hesitate as much, no second guessing yourself for any reason, and the past will no longer hold you back. And for the first time in a long time, you'll feel so much more in control of your journey and of your life. This is the moment where you stop wondering if you're ready. Because ready or not, you'll start acting as if you are, and then before you know it, you've aligned with yourself. When you step into this energy, Divine Feminine, this power, you're stepping into your divinity, and you will see paths open up, paths extending, unfolding before you, and you won't feel that overwhelming choice overload. You'll have gained a certain amount of clarity, so you'll feel much more ready for these possibilities and opportunities. Where you once struggled, there will only be alignment. A heavy, chaotic cycle that kept you stuck will be dissolved. You won't entertain the things, even the people that once drained you, because you'll be on a completely different frequency. You leave behind the energy of proving, chasing, and waiting, and shift into a phase of ease, flow, and steady progress. And with this shift comes opportunity. You may find that people start to see you differently. You may glow up from the inside out. You walk into a room, and just by your presence, the energy shifts, and everyone notices. The way you look, the way you move, the way you exist in the world. It's all eyes on you, Divine Feminine. The way you carry yourself, your vibe, it will be undeniable. This may open up doors and paths across a variety of aspects in your life. Love, money, health, blessings of all kinds may come to you when you're in this energy. There are some things you need to do in order to fully integrate this power. It's so important to allow yourself to rest, reflect, and recharge. This is not a process that needs to be rushed. You want to be deeply intentional with where you place your energy. So take time to journal, meditate, let yourself sit with everything you've learned on this journey so far. This kind of reflection will help you make choices from a place of deep alignment. The more you understand yourself and your journey, the more you understand just how powerful your choices are. No more playing small. You receive by standing fully in your truth, not by compromising for the comfort of others. There's something I heard once that I really liked, and it's if you shrink yourself or stay silent to keep the peace, whose peace are you really keeping? Remember, Divine Feminine, you are meant to be seen. You are meant to be heard. You are meant to take up space. This is your life. You are meant to rise. No more shrinking. Don't downplay your growth. This path, your transformation, it's all for you. Don't dim your light. This is your victory era, okay? Your Divine Feminine era. You may be questioning yourself, like, can I really hold all of this power? Can I trust myself to make the right moves? Am I safe to rely on myself? Who am I to be someone greater than I am right now? Divine Feminine, this is your call, your guidance, to trust your inner knowing. And if you can't feel it, you must reconnect with that intuitive part of yourself. You don't have to figure it all out right away. Start by trusting what it is you do know. And of course, as you rise, Divine Masculine tends to rise with you. They already know that their current situation is no longer sustainable. Divine Masculine's part of the journey has been deeply tied to clearing karma and gaining clarity. You can hear more about it in my other videos if you feel called. For their part, your transformation gives them that boost to clarity that they've been seeking. When you reclaim your sense of power and rise, Divine Masculine may actually feel you detaching from them. This may make them a bit nervous, or some of them may even get scared. It could trigger their abandonment wounds, because they're used to feeling like Divine Feminine was chasing them. By the way, as I was making notes for this reading, I misspelled abandonment, and it autocorrected to atonement, and it honestly feels like a synchronicity. So perhaps Divine Masculine feels the need to atone for the past. For some of you, the book or movie Atonement may be relevant, so you can look up the plotline and see if there are any messages there for you. So as you rise and this sovereign energy replaces the energy of chasing, or if you weren't chasing, it's more like an energy of, I need my space to focus on myself. This signals to Divine Masculine that they're also getting an opportunity to step into their divinity. This energetic shift for you opens up something in Divine Masculine's heart space. Anything they've tried to suppress when it comes to you or the connection will seem impossible to ignore or deny. Naturally, Divine Masculine may try to resist, but not because they don't want to feel it, because it will challenge them. It's a call to step up, and that choice is theirs to make. And because your energy is changing, Divine Feminine, the old dynamic between you and Divine Masculine is gone. Everything is transforming now. Divine Feminine, I'm going to wrap up this reading with what Spirit wants you to know at this time. You are at the threshold of something new. You've always known it was real. This is not an illusion. The foundation you're laying now will support everything that comes next. Whatever you plant will grow, so be mindful of what you are planting. The opportunities that open before you are not coincidences. They are the result of every choice, every lesson, every moment that led you here. Do not doubt that path unfolding before you. It is yours to walk and yours to claim. There are moments when you look at what's been lost, what's been left behind. You wonder if you made the right choices. You wonder if you'll ever feel fully whole. But beloved, you are not abandoned, not by your Divine Masculine, not by Spirit, and certainly not by yourself. You are not lacking. If you feel an emptiness inside you, it is not unworthiness. It is not because there's something wrong with you. That space is there because something has been cleared away for something greater to come. Your soul is calling you towards something more. You've always felt it. You were never meant to carry all of this alone. The burdens, the expectation, the weight of proving yourself to those who never truly saw you. Put it down. You do not have to earn your divinity through exhaustion or by how much you think you can endure. You don't have to hold it all together for fear that it will all fall apart. So lay it down now. Rest. Breathe. Your path now does not require you to carry your burdens forward. It requires you to be free. Not everyone will understand your transformation. Not everyone will celebrate your growth. Some will resist, some will challenge, some will even try to pull you back into an old version of yourself that no longer fits. But their discomfort is not your problem. Keep going. You never have to fight to take up space in your own life. You are being guided now to hear your own voice more clearly. Listen, trust, and let yourself be led by your own knowing. And know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. There's no rush, no force needed. What is meant for you is not being withheld. It aligns in perfect time. Let yourself be at peace with your own becoming. This Divine Feminine era is yours to do with what you will. You are here not because you chased it, but because you became it. You are learning to know yourself so deeply that very little can faze you. You are not just walking this path, you are creating it. There is so much more to come for you, Divine Feminine, so don't be afraid to take the first step, even if you can't see the path ahead. Let curiosity, passion, love, and intuition be your guides. Explore and discover what calls to you. The universe is not testing you, it's inviting you. Will you say yes to everything that's waiting for you? Will you allow yourself to believe that your life is about to expand in ways you never imagined? Trust that the fears, illusions, patterns that held you back, they no longer have power over you. You are stepping away from everything that convinced you that you are anything less than limitless. Divine Feminine, know that you are free. All that's left is for you to claim it. This is your moment. Okay, beloveds, I hope this message resonated with you. In our next reading, I will look more deeply into how this shift is triggering Divine Masculine into a deeper awakening, how they're preparing for union, and what messages they have for you. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. Until next time, trust your power. It's already yours. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm sending you all much love and many blessings wherever you are in the world.